It's October 2025. The leaves are turning and the days are growing shorter, but in Ukraine, the season brings little comfort. The air in Ukraine is thick with a heavy, uneasy silence. It's a silence that feels unnatural, as if the city itself is holding its breath, waiting for what comes next. This isn't peace. It's the quiet that comes before the next siren, the next explosion. Every pause is loaded with dread. Every moment of calm is fragile and fleeting. More than 3 years into a war that was never meant to last, survival has become a daily struggle. For many, each day is a test of endurance, patience, and hope. The world's attention may have faded, but here, the war is ever present. Headlines move on, but the reality remains, pressing in on every life. I've returned to Ukraine to see what life is really like now, not just at the front, but in kitchens, playgrounds, and corner shops. It's in these everyday places that the true story unfolds. How do you plan for a future when tomorrow is uncertain? How do you raise children, go to work, or fall in love with the threat of attack always looming? These are questions Ukrainians face every single day. Millions have been displaced. Families have been torn apart, forced to leave behind homes, memories, and the lives they once knew. Cities once vibrant now bear deep scars. Streets that once bustled with laughter and life are now marked by destruction and loss. In May, Kyiv, Kharkiv, and Odessa endured one of the most intense waves of attacks yet, a brutal reminder that nowhere is truly safe. The fear is constant and the danger is real. This is not a distant conflict, it's a war waged against ordinary people every day. It's a war that invades homes, interrupts childhoods, and tests the limits of human resilience. Yet, amidst the destruction, there's defiance, planting flowers in bomb craters, reclaiming small pieces of normalcy, refusing to surrender to despair, opening new cafes on shelled streets, holding on to hope. People find ways to rebuild, to gather, to dream, even when surrounded by ruins. This is the story I want to tell, a story of real life, resilience, and hope in the shadow of war. It's about the courage to keep going, and the strength to believe in a better tomorrow. Stay with me. What's happening here matters to us all. Let's begin this journey together, and witness the spirit that endures even in the darkest times. Kyiv in autumn 2025 is a city of contrasts, where golden leaves drift across boulevards and the air is thick with both hope and tension. On the surface, life goes on. People hurry to work, walk their dogs, sip coffee at bustling outdoor cafes, and children laugh on playgrounds, their voices echoing through the crisp air. But reminders of war are everywhere. Sandbags stacked at building entrances, boarded windows, anti-tank hedgehogs rusting on street corners, and scars of past shelling etched into the city's walls. The city's rhythm is dictated by air raid sirens and the Air Alert app buzzing in unison, a digital chorus that interrupts daily routines and sends hearts racing. Some head for metro shelters, clutching bags and children. Others, exhausted by months of alarms, simply move away from windows and wait in silence, eyes fixed on the sky. The psychological toll is immense, a constant hum of anxiety, a tension that never fully fades, even in moments of calm. Katerina, a graphic designer, told me she barely flinches at sirens now. "You can't live in panic forever," she said, her voice steady but her eyes betraying fatigue. It's not fearlessness, but a learned resilience, a quiet strength that grows with every passing day. May's attacks killed dozens and shattered homes, but the next day, workers cleared debris, shopkeepers swept glass from their doorsteps, and neighbors helped each other rebuild what was lost. Life claws its way back, stubborn and defiant, as if the city itself refuses to surrender to despair. Kyiv refuses to be cowed, a wounded capital, still standing, its skyline marked by both destruction and the fluttering blue and yellow of the Ukrainian flag. This city is the nation's resolve made visible, a living symbol of unity and defiance in the face of relentless adversity. It holds its breath, but never gives up. Each day, residents find new ways to adapt, to support one another, and to hope. The war is everywhere, but so is the will to endure. Kyiv endures, and in its endurance, it inspires a nation. If Kyiv holds its breath, Kharkiv is gasping for air. So close to the Russian border, Kharkiv has endured relentless shelling. Northern suburbs are a dystopian landscape. Hollowed-out buildings, shrapnel-scarred playgrounds, The silence here is the sound of absence, of futures stolen. Yet, in the city center, life persists. Cafes open, windows taped, neighbors greet each other with warmth. Their spirit is unbroken, rebuilding with defiance, not just bricks. Alexander, a retired teacher, now volunteers delivering food and medicine to the elderly. They can destroy our buildings, but not our humanity, he told me. May's attacks hit hard, but the response is always the same. Emergency services dig through rubble. Volunteers bring tea and blankets. Ordinary people have become first responders, saving lives and offering comfort. Community is Kharkiv's frontline defense. Kharkiv is battered, but its spirit is defiantly unbroken. The city's heart beats on, no matter the cost. Here, resilience is a way of life. Kharkiv endures. The war has created a vast, invisible nation of the displaced. Across Ukraine, millions have been forced to leave behind everything familiar, their homes reduced to memories and ruins. Over 3.7 million people are internally displaced, families torn apart, lives packed into suitcases. Each journey is marked by uncertainty, fear, and the hope of safety somewhere ahead. Every new attack sends thousands fleeing, disrupting education, separating families, and leaving the vulnerable behind. Children are forced to grow up too quickly while parents struggle to protect them from trauma. Humanitarian aid is stretched thin. Basic needs often go unmet. Food, medicine, and shelter are in short supply, and relief workers face overwhelming challenges every day. In a Lviv shelter, I met Olena and her sons. "We thought we'd be here for weeks. My boys ask when we can go home. Our home is gone," she said. Their story echoes through the halls of every shelter. Her story is one of millions, a testament to the human cost of this conflict. Each face in the crowd carries a story of loss, longing, and resilience. The struggle is not just physical, but psychological. The weight of uncertainty and grief is heavy, and the scars of displacement are often invisible. Yet, even in crowded shelters, people share what little they have, look after each other's children, and build community. Acts of kindness become lifelines, forging bonds among strangers. Their resilience is a quiet act of resistance, a determination to hold on to dignity and hope. In the face of adversity, they find ways to smile, to support, and to endure. Displacement is a daily reality, but so is the will to endure. Each day brings new challenges, but also new examples of courage and solidarity. Even far from home, Ukrainians refuse to give up. They persist, holding on to their identity, their dreams, and the hope that one day, they will return. Amidst the chaos, Ukraine has turned to technology as a lifeline. The Air Alert app, developed early in the war, sends instant warnings to millions, giving precious minutes to find shelter. DIA, a digital government app, lets displaced people access IDs, services, and aid without paperwork. For many, these tools are essential for survival and a sense of control. Over 22 million use DIA, a symbol that the state still functions, even in war. Digital infrastructure provides not just practical help, but psychological support. It keeps people connected, informed, and reassured that they are not alone. In Ukraine, survival is powered by courage and by code. Technology is a new front line. The digital fight continues. Even as war rages, Ukraine's government must adapt. July 2025 saw the biggest reshuffle since the invasion. Yulia Sviridenko, 39, became prime minister, signaling a new generation of leadership. Her focus ramp up domestic weapons production, strengthen the military, and revive the battered economy. Former PM Denis Shmyhal moved to defense minister, ensuring continuity. Diplomatic posts shifted too, with key figures like Olga Stefanishina heading to Washington. These changes reflect a country constantly evolving to survive, not just militarily, but economically and diplomatically. The road ahead is hard, but the new leadership is determined to build a stronger, more self-reliant Ukraine. The fight is on every front. While war rages, diplomacy is a tense tightrope walk. Hopes for peace are slim. Both sides remain entrenched, the gap wide. The international climate complicates everything. The US labels the war a Russian mistake but engages cautiously. Recent talks in Turkey didn't yield a ceasefire, but did secure a major prisoner exchange. small victories that matter deeply to families. These fragile bridges show that communication, however limited, is still possible. The biggest obstacle remains territory and the deep wounds of war. Ukraine must fight for survival while keeping the door open to peace. It's a delicate, exhausting balance. The fate of a nation hangs in the balance. Ukraine's story isn't just about politics or war, it's about people. A young soldier stands guard so his sister might one day study in peace. Women in a village, their hall destroyed, cook meals for soldiers and families, singing folk songs as defiance. They can bomb our buildings but not our songs, one told me. In Kharkiv, a father 3D prints tourniquet parts for medics, his way of fighting. Everyone has a role, he said. I can't shoot, but I can do this. Children play in metro stations during air raids, their laughter a small victory. Parents watch, worried, but let them play, preserving childhood in chaos. These are the faces of resilience. They are why hope endures. In every act of courage, Ukraine's spirit survives. These stories matter. As I leave Ukraine, the silence feels different, now filled with the echoes of resilience. These aren't just distant stories, they're the lives of people like us, upended by war. Their struggle is a reminder of how fragile peace is and how fiercely it must be protected. Ukrainians are not just surviving, they're resisting despair, fighting for their future, but their resilience is not infinite. They are tired, traumatized, and paying a price in blood and tears. They need the world to remember them. I ask you, don't look away. For those living this war, the horror is new every day. Your attention is support. It tells them they are not forgotten. Stay informed. Share these stories. Donate if you can. Talk about Ukraine. Their fight is for values we all hold dear. Freedom, democracy, the right to choose one's destiny. They show the world what courage looks like. The least we can do is keep watching. Please, don't forget Ukraine.